I'm Kenji.
I'm Corey, and we're the Boss Brothers.
Today we have a guest that I'm actually getting a haircut by. And this is the Boston Spot. Today's guest is Mr. James. Welcome, and how are you feeling with coronavirus?
How am I feeling about the coronavirus?
Yeah.
I'm just taking one day at a time. I'm trying not to allow myself to get too worked up over it, but I'm making sure I'm taking precautions when it comes to clients and things of that nature. So I'm not letting it get me down, though.
Mm-hmm. So you mostly cut our hair, so I basically know what your business is, but I want to let the other people know. So what do you do as a hair cutter or barber?
I cut and style mostly men's haircuts. I have some female clients, but it's mostly men, and yeah, so everything hair from slight styling to even consultations about certain hairstyles and stuff like that.
Who or what inspired you to do this kind of?
My dad actually. My dad used to cut my hair. I hope I'm not being long-winded. My dad used to cut my hair when I was a kid, and I started sneaking and doing it myself. And because he wouldn't cut it as often as I wanted him to, and so after he found out, he basically told me to just be careful. So he gave me the green light. So from there, I went to barber school, and here I am.
Is there like a favorite part what you do about this type of barbershop business?
Is there a special? What's the question again?
Like, is there a favorite part you like about being a barber?
Well, what I love about being a barber is I get to, while I'm working, I get to hear clients' stories about, their life and whatever they have going on with them. And I enjoy hearing stories about even cultures and stuff that I've never known before. So that's probably the most exciting part of it, is my interaction with my clients.
What does one of your days look like when you come here?
So I arrive early before clients, and I clean it, make sure the chair is clean and everything is all sanitized. Clippers are running good and everything. And then I only go by appointment, so I typically know when someone's coming in. So I get the client in, I try to get them out in enough time to get my next client in. And that's pretty much the course of my day. And I go to the gym during lunch. That's a highlight. I like that.
Okay. Is there like a timeline that you came from? Is there like a? Did you used to do this back in the day?
You said, so what's my timeline?
I don't know.
Like, how long has he been cutting hair?
Yeah.
So I've been cutting hair since, I'm about to date myself. I've been cutting hair since 1991. Well, I've been a barber since 1991. A licensed barber. I actually started cutting hair in maybe 87, 86, something like that. But just to give you a quick timeline, I got my license in Ohio, my first barber license. From there, some years later, I moved to Michigan. I got my barber license from there. And now I'm in Texas, and I moved here about 9 years ago and obtained my license down here. And I'm also one of the chair holders on the State of Texas Advisory Barber Board.
Okay, now it's time for Corey's questions.
Okay. And now it's time for Boss on the Spot.
I'm gonna ask you 4 questions for when you were my age. I'm 9 and Kenji 11.
So I'm answering the question from when I was that age?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Or maybe younger. So what was your favorite childhood toy?
I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but my favorite toy was probably, I had a Curious George. You know who Curious George is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a Curious George. I'm gonna call him an action figure, but in today's terms, he was a doll. But yeah, he was probably my favorite toy. Almost, he was like a good friend of mine, I guess you could say. And then next in line was my Hot Wheels.
Okay. So what was your favorite school subject?
My favorite school subject, I would say it was like art and science, stuff like that. Because I really enjoyed like the hands-on stuff of learning, like doing experiments and stuff like that.
Okay. So what was your least favorite food and what was your most favorite food?
My least favorite food when I was a kid was cabbage.
I like cabbage.
I absolutely.
Lettuce.
You like it?
Like cabbage with lettuce?
I've never had it with rice.
You said cabbage lettuce?
Yeah, like lettuce.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so cabbage is my least favorite, and my most favorite, I would say, was pizza.
I wonder whose favorite food that is.
Okay, so what was your favorite cartoon or movie?
My favorite cartoon when I was a kid, there was this show that used to come on, which you'll probably have to look it up. It was called The Littles. And it was about a family of these small people, and I mean like they were like inches tall, and they lived in the walls of the house of the humans that lived there. I don't even know what.
It's like the Littles and the Bigs.
Oh, I don't know what that is. I just remember it was called The Littles, and they lived within the walls. So they were little, so their table would be made of like with a spool of like thread comes on, the spool. That would be like their table, stuff like that. So yeah, that was my favorite cartoon, and then my favorite movie I would say at that time was probably The Wiz, which is the black version of The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I watched some of it at my school when we used to when we were able to go to school.
Okay.
So, Mr. James, how long have you been doing your hair?
I have been doing you guys' hair since. You guys were like my first clients. Some of my first clients. Because you were in Stroller, if I'm not mistaken, when you came in. And he was the crier. He didn't like to get his hair combed or anything. And you were pretty cool. You cried a little bit too, but you were pretty cool. But yeah, you guys, I've been cutting your hair.
This kind of hurts. This hurts.
Okay, we'll adjust that on camera. There's a little wardrobe malfunction that we have to deal with here. But yeah, I started cutting you guys' hair back in
13, 12?
Yeah, 12 or 13. One of the two. So that's how long it's been, from there to 2020.
Yeah, Corey had like a burning back afro. Do you remember he used to shape his afro?
Yep.
So every one of our guests gets a free shirt for taking their time out to interview us.
Mm-hmm.
And how can the people get in contact with you?
So they can, my business name is J, the letter J, and then the word Harold, so J Harold's Barbershop. So if you Google that, all my information will come up, whether it be my Facebook page, my Instagram page, or even the page to schedule and stuff. So J Harold's Barbershop.
Okay. I'm Corey. I'm Kenji. And this has been the Boss Spot. This has been Boss on the Spot. Thank you for joining us. Bye. Make the world a better place. What's
Bye,
so
Mr.
funny? What's so funny?
Bye-bye now. Okay, I got some questions for you guys. Explain to me what Boss Brothers is.
It's basically a company where we make shirts and publish them, and we also sell them
Okay.
as like an actual business. Like sometimes people sell food and clothes and other types of items, and so we kind of want to be part of that too. So we are actually inspired by our mom because she was making shirts, I believe, back in like 2018 or something like that. And then we started the business in 2018 or 2019, I can't remember.
I think it was 2017.
2017, we moved in the new house, Gray. What?
It was 2019.
2019. And so we started making shirts, and then people saw a business on Facebook, and we got some orders, and we make the shirts, weed out the shirts, and press the shirts, and then make the full shirt.
Well, mom presses the shirts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they have to come pick it up now because of COVID, but on like 2019, we used to drop it off, or they used to come here. So like not here, but at our house, and then we give them to. Now they have to. I don't know.
Okay, so Corey, this question is for you. What's your part of the business? Do you have something that you do in particular, or you just share everything together with the duties?
Well, mostly we all just like do the same part. We come up with ideas for the shirts and then we make them. So,
What does that process look like, coming up with ideas?
like we come like signs and like stuff like emojis for like the shirts and everything, like text and like words and
Like slogans and sayings and stuff?
yeah.
Okay.
And then
And you argue with mommy?
no. and then after that, once we all agreed to the idea, we make it, and then we print it, and then our print machine makes it, and then after that we print it we print it about 2 or 3 times or something, and then after that we cut it, and then we weed it, and then our mom presses it.
So what does weeding mean?
It means you weed. You take out the spots that don't need to be on that vinyl. You take the whole piece of vinyl off, but some of the words are left on that, and then there's some spots that some vinyl that's still on, and we take that off.
So it's taking the extra off, the part of the vinyl that you don't need.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also we use this little tool. It's a little what you call it? It has a long the part that you hold. No, I'm talking about what the weed tool is. Oh. It's the part that you hold it's a big hook, but not that big, like a medium sized hook, and then it's attached to a big stem, a stem.
No.
It's like a bent fork with only one prong on it.
Yeah, kind of.
A bit fork.
I got one more question. Just
Wait,
one more.
like a bent fork, but like the part that you hold is like round or like.
Or plastic,
No.
like a handle on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not really plastic.
Okay. So one more question, and either of you can answer it. What if there's kids out there that are you guys' age, and they're thinking about getting started in starting their own business? It might be anything from making T-shirts to a lawn care or something. How would you tell them that they can? What steps can you tell them to get started with, with their ideas?
I mean, if kids want to have their business, the first thing is talk to their parents about it, and then they can like start having some ideas and plan on making those ideas real. And if they're inspired by us and they want to want to be in an interview, then I don't know how they can get in contact with us, but
Oh, so you guys do consultations for kids with business ideas too?
yeah.
They can contact us with Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Okay.
And YouTube.
We're not really doing that much on Twitter, but we'll kind of get started on Twitter.
Okay. And there you have it.